We all play games. Every time we encounter another person, we are doing so. On the positive side, games have a goal, something we are trying to achieve. Games structure our time, enable us to belong to social groups. They are part of how we survive.
What was that?
What?
I thought I heard something. Jean!
It's probably just the bin men. When's your collection day?
Wednesday.
Ivy's jacket's a bit grumpy. Look like bin men to me.
Sorry.
You will be.
That is all for you.
On the negative, games have a dark side. At times, almost always destructive.
Thanks.
They involve a concealed motivation.
Hey, you haven't got your box.
A series of moves designed to snare the opponent. In most cases, the participants of the game don't even realize they're playing.
Who is it?
I've just been talking to Howard. The bullying allegations. Thought we'd give you a chance to put your side across.
The sooner the better. Assuming I'll be given a fair hearing.
Well, Daniel's not going to be there, obviously.
No.
I was wondering, maybe you could clear out one of those drawers.
Well, they're that messy.
I meant so I could leave a few things next time.
Oh.
What do you think?
Well, it's early days, isn't it? No need to rush. Plus, I need to get everything sorted out in there before I even make any changes in here.
Well, I could help you make a start on those living room shelves. Good opportunity with us both having the day off.
I'm just going to pop out for a bit.
Oh, well, what should I do?
I don't know. You can stick around here or... But I don't know how long I'm going to be, though.
Come in.
Oh, what are you reading?
Yesterday's counselling session got me thinking.
Yeah, me too.
It's a book on psychology.
Good for you.
People who play games.
Right.
Not you, obviously, or me for that matter. It's a bit more general than that. It's about how people interact with each other.
Look, I've been thinking about everything you were saying about your parents and how tough that must have been.
These just came through.
Thank you. Anything else? I think we better keep all this stuff for outside work.
Yeah, fine. Coffee later?
Yeah.
There you go.
Thank you.
Okay. Oh, I heard about your meeting.
Good news travels fast.
Well, I want to wish you good luck.
Mrs. Jeffries.
Roy Hammond.
Are you all right?
Cut things way too fine as usual. I'm here to see the nice young Irish lady.
Oh, Doc's not her. She is running about 5 minutes late. Do you want to take a seat? Oh, God. What are you doing hiding away in here?
Oh, Jimmy said I could use his office while he's in the meeting.
Oh, would you make sure he gets that?
Yep.
So what's this big project you're doing for Heston?
Oh, I'm just gathering some figures. It's not very interesting.
Bet you'd rather be seeing patients.
I just follow orders.
And don't let him boss you around.
Your blood pressure is 140/90.
I can never remember. Is that good or bad?
Well, it's a little high for someone with angina. So, is there anything worrying you or stressing you out at all?
Everything's hunky-dory.
Okay, and are you taking your meds?
Like clockwork.
Nice. How about diet and getting exercise?
Oh, I've even been to Belly Busters.
Oh, really?
Yeah. I met a very nice lady there called Jean.
Have you now?
Sadly, I couldn't stick it.
What, the relationship?
Belly Busters? I went on a diet for 2 weeks. All I lost was 14 days.
Oh, dear.
Oh, I'm not that much cop at relationships either. I think I prefer the chase rather than the catch.
You mean the hard part?
Yeah, and I've not been in a relationship longer than 8 months.
Yeah, but it beats belly busters.
I've taken up far too much of your time.
Stick with the regime and come back to me in a month so that we can see if that blood pressure's come down, all right? Bye.
Hello?
Morning, Neil.
Sorry.
Can I help you with something?
Is it all right if I stay here for a bit?
What's going on, Roy? Well, what are you doing?
I've seen someone. There's something out there.
Who's out there?
Well, I can't talk about it.
I've got patients waiting.
Well, you're just gonna have to trust me.
You're gonna tell me exactly what's going on or I am opening that door.
This guy, well, I owe him money. I took out a dodgy loan and I've overstretched myself.
Is he threatening you?
Well, he's not here for the good of my health.
Okay. I'll go take a look.
All the best, yeah. So, you got to say?
Yeah, of course.
It's about Joe. I'm going to stop you right there. Please, just hear me out. No, last time, you told me I never should have gotten involved. Yeah, and I was well, Lionel.
No, I'd say that was excellent advice. No sane person would play piggy in the middle between you and Zara.
Okay, this time, it'll be different, I promise.
No, I'm sorry, Daniel. You have to find someone less risk-averse.
There isn't anyone else.
Just go to your own GP.
I need you, Al.
I'll think about it.
Thank you.
They should do the trick.
Is that what you went out for?
Mm-hmm.
What was that? God, they're going around the back. Aren't you going to do something?
Like what?
Roy! You, leave us alone. Roy, tell him. Roy!
Get out! Get out of there right now! Look, I'm going to kick this door in, do you hear me?
What do you want from us?
It's your last chance.
I mean it, I'll use this. What was that?
Just put that down, will you?
Are you all right in there?
I don't feel so good. Oh, he's faking it.
Tell me what's wrong. Answer me!
You okay, Roy?
Do you know each other?
I think it's my angina.
Angina? Oh, no, please, we need to help him.
Open the door. Get my spray.
What spray?
Where is it?
By the bed. The bed.
No, it's not here.
Anything?
Yeah. Right. Now, open the door. Don't be a fool. Just do it. Look, I promise I won't get you. I'll give you my word.
What is going on?
So what do you think?
Whoa.
Whoa is right.
Did you know about any of this before?
No, I didn't know about his father.
Makes you wonder what that does to a child.
Well, I imagine it makes it pretty difficult to trust someone.
He must care about you a lot to open up like this.
I suppose.
You don't seem too sure.
I'm just a bit overwhelmed.
Well, I think this whole thing could be settled if you just apologise to the lad. He's not looking to make a fuss. Just accept some responsibility for your behaviour and the whole thing will blow over.
My behaviour? Dr. Veer has been hopeless from the start. He's an appalling timekeeper.
Oh, I'm not aware of him being late.
He starts his clinics on time, and then he talks too much. He gets over-involved with patients.
Perish the thought.
Well, some might say that's a good thing.
He's nervous and accident-prone. That's hardly guaranteed to instill confidence in his patients, is it? Only last week he made 3 attempts to take blood from someone.
Well, I'm sure he can improve on that.
That is why I have taken a tough line, hoping to make a difference.
Jimmy, what do you think?
I think Zara should say her piece.
Okay, that's good. That's regular. And you say the chest pain went after 1 puff?
Is he going to be okay?
Yeah, I think it's a pretty usual attack.
Scared the living daylights out of me. I didn't even know he had angina.
You didn't tell her?
Well, it's not very sexy, is it? A man needs mystique.
Between that and some lunatic barging into the house.
Oh, hang on. Was this the guy you were worried about earlier?
Yeah.
When did you see Dr. Donahue?
Have you called the police?
He wouldn't let me call them.
Menacing people for money is a criminal offence.
Menacing people? I thought you said Pete was a friend. I don't understand.
Look, I made that bit up about owing money. But not the bit about being chased by a crazy guy. His name is Pete Townley.
Yeah, I'm still no clearer.
Well, it is complicated. Me and Pete and these other 2 guys called Graham and Angus, we play this game. Well, do you remember Tag or It at school? Well, we just continue to play it. 1 month a year is open season. It can get a bit crazy sometimes because...
Right.
But it's mostly just harmless fun.
Well, if you say so. Jean, do you want to come in on this?
You had me scared out of my wits for fun.
Maybe I haven't explained it enough. It's more than that. We have been playing this game for quite some time.
When you say quite some time...
This will be our 26th year.
Can I remind you that I never wanted a mentee? I specifically asked you not to give me one.
That's no excuse.
I have taken Sid on against my better judgment and tried to shape him into a better doctor.
Still doesn't explain your actions.
Would I be sitting here if I were a man?
What? How is that relevant?
Well, no one questions anything that a male manager does if he's tough, but if it's a female manager, they're judged by different standards.
You're really going to play that card?
All I've done is try to take control and help Dr. Veer to improve. And believe me, he has a long way to go.
Male or female, a serious accusation was made against you.
Which I refute.
So you didn't hit him?
Putting his health at risk, not to mention the effect it was having on his poor girlfriend. And for what? Some childhood game that's long past its sell-by date.
I don't know. I kind of like the idea.
What?
Well, these chaps have been doing the same thing for, 26 years? Don't you admire that? The sheer camaraderie of it all?
The craziness. You're not seriously going to eat that, are you?
Possibly.
Oh. And you know, Pete kicked his back door in like a maniac.
Well, that's the thrill of the hunt, isn't it? The glory of the chase.
No.
What are we doing?
It's not worth the risk.
So much for living on the edge.
But the thing is, I get why they did it at school, but not why they carried it on for so long. It's weird.
I don't know. Something dark, something deeply unresolved, maybe.
Like they need to get a life for themselves.
Everyone likes playing games. I mean, look at us. You know, our chess marathons, Cluedo, Monopoly, the pub quizzes.
Yeah, where you'd feed the other tables the wrong answers.
It serves them right for cheating, doesn't it? And I had no choice with you on my side.
Oh, well, just for that, I'm not going to offer to get you a sandwich from the Icon.
Now you're playing games with me.
Uh-huh.
I would love a sandwich, though.
Yes, my friend said recommended this place. I'm always here. Choose anything you like.
I'm not really hungry.
I could eat a horse. I think I'm going to have the... What's up?
Well, it's not every day you find yourself brandishing a drill in front of some intruder.
Just as well you didn't use it.
First the illness, seeing the doctor this morning, and then this whole game thing. What else are you hiding?
I should have been straight with you before all this happened. Call it male pride. Angina, it's just a reminder that I'm past my sell-by date.
We're all getting older.
Yeah, but I'm not comfortable with the idea.
That's why we need to try and stay healthy, take care of ourselves.
OK, I'll have the salad.
No, I'm serious. Roy, I can't watch someone else I love.
I know. It's just a touch of angina. There's nothing for you to worry about.
Just promise me you'll take more care and put a stop to this game of yours.
You're tagged. I got you fair and square.
Pete!
Look at my track record as a mentor. I never had any problems before. I did an excellent job with Freya, for example.
Yes, that's true. But we all know you've been having a tough time of it lately.
What's that supposed to mean?
Well, all I'm trying to say is, all the troubles with Joe, doctors aren't robots.
I'm not the one in the wrong here.
Would you just listen to yourself?
Excuse me?
You made Sid's life an absolute hell. Now you're sitting here spouting some pathetic excuses.
I'm not making excuses.
Because you just don't see it, do you? First, Micah gets caught up in the crossfire between you and Daniel. Now, Sid.
That wasn't the same.
How many more people's are? How many more people are going to get hurt before you realise just how toxic you are?
You okay, love?
Dandy.
I need some time to get over the shock, did you, Roy? You don't think I'd go back to Birmingham empty-handed, do you?
Nice disguise. It's going to be a hard act to follow.
How do you mean?
Still, I've got a few days before the end of the month. I know Angus is in the States, but Graham's not that far away.
You're not going to stop, are you?
What?
I can't do this.
Jean? Jean!
Roy? Roy, what happened? How many times has he taken it?
He's winding me up. He's just trying to get me back.
Can you answer the question?
Well, in it to the gents, he might have taken one there.
Okay, Roy, I need you to stay calm, okay? How long have you been in pain? 10 minutes? More? Okay, I'm calling an ambulance.
Roy? He's going to be all right.
If I went out there now and asked anyone if they enjoyed working with you, what do you think they'd say?
That I'm good at my job. Professional. Courteous.
Are you really that deluded?
Jimmy, if you can't be civil, I'm going to have to ask you to leave.
I don't know why you're defending her. When you first started, she did everything she could to undermine you.
That was a long time ago.
You're cold. You never have a kind word to say when some vicious bile will do. You manipulate people. Try to get revenge when people stand in your way.
You wanted revenge well enough when Cherry did the dirty.
With Daniel. And you were okay with that. Just shows you what a sick and twisted relationship the two of you have got. Now, this goes way back. It's time to stop.
This from the raving neurotic.
None of this changes what you've done to Sid. The way you've systematically tried to undermine him, to wreck his confidence. You don't just get to walk away from that.
Fine.
All right. You'll talk to Sid and apologise.
Like hell I will. Do what you want. Make it as official as you like.
If you could let me know when his blood tests come in, that'd be great. Thank you.
Was any sign of her?
No, but your friend is still outside.
I suppose it's to be expected.
Is that all you can say?
I told you, I always mess up.
Oh, that's all right then. Oh, come in. The more the merrier.
How's the patient?
Well, they're pretty sure it's not a heart attack. It's just this dodgy angina.
Unstable angina, and it's actually really serious. Occasionally brought on by stress. What were you thinking?
Well, I didn't know he was that sick. Hey, tag's a tag, though, right?
Absolutely.
You listen to yourselves.
What?
Why is this so important to you?
It goes back to school. The four of us were inseparable. And we're fiercely competitive, too.
Always trying to get one over. Always wanting to be better than the others.
That sounds healthy.
We were young men, it's what you do.
Make someone the butt of your jokes. Make them feel inferior. Oh, and stealing the girlfriend.
What do you mean, when did I ever steal your girlfriend?
At the reunion.
Oh, that was donkeys years ago. What, you mean the night that Graham suggested that we start this whole thing up again? So why did you agree?
We used to wreak havoc over the years, you know. Oh, I'm talking full Godfather restaurant-style hits. Workplace attacks, car chases, home sieges.
I take it these homes weren't always empty? That there was other people like Jean involved?
No. Wives and girlfriends were along the way, yeah.
Right.
I don't see it like that.
I take it there's no Mrs. Townley. What about you? Is this what you really want?
I don't suppose it is, no. Look, it was just some big fat excuse not to commit to anything or anyone. Now I have Jean. Best thing that's ever happened to me, and I've blown it. For what?
Hey, whoa. Don't back down now. Forget what I said. You and me, we live for this stuff.
I'm sorry, mate. I'm done.
Well, you know what? The guys will be pleased when I tell them. They'll be glad to get shot of you. Find someone with more guts.
How's the patient?
Jean, how did you know I was here?
I might have called you when you were getting your ECG.
Come in. So we keep this professional and civil at all times, agreed?
Of course.
I'm listening.
Okay, so the last couple of days I've started noticing things about Joe. His fine motor skills, his language.
Got a feeling of deja vu here.
Yeah, and I need to know that I'm not imagining things. So he was playing with his trains, and it was a fairly simple thing to do, to uncouple one of them, and he didn't grasp it at all.
Was this a simple thing to do for an adult?
Well, I've seen kids his age doing it, so...
You know what I'm going to say about making comparisons?
Yes, and I wouldn't be so concerned if it was just a one-off. But the other evening we were playing with one of his toys that sorts shapes, you know, and 3 times I gave him a piece, and he had no idea what to do with them. He was really struggling, so...
Okay.
What do you think?
Well, as I said before, I don't think there's cause for concern at this stage.
Well, that's it. That's what you got to say?
Joe may be borderline, but as you know, each child's development is unique to that child.
I'm asking for your advice.
As a parent or as a doctor?
As a human being. I'm asking you to suppose that Joe is your son. What would you do?
I'd err on the side of caution.
And do what?
Take him to a specialist, mate.
I didn't know Pete harboured such resentment.
Well, at least he cared about one woman once.
I guess I could have done with a wake-up call. Blinking, you've hit 50. Most of your life's behind you.
You're not getting all morbid on us now, are you?
Nah. But it has made me realise how little I have to show for it.
It's never too late to change, Roy.
Will he do one thing for me?
Of course.
Find someone who knows when he's onto a good thing.
Some people just need a bit more time to get there.
I've been an absolute fool, haven't I?
How was it?
Dull. Just a formality, really.
Good. So that will be an end to it.
You'll excuse me, I have a million things to do.
Why don't you tell me what happened?
I don't know what's wrong with me. I feel like I could lose everything.
We are going to get through this.
There's no we, Daniel.
I've seen it too.
Seen what?
Last night, when it was just me and Joe, I started to notice things. Things which I haven't seen before. I think I noticed things that might mean that he is developmentally behind.
You are saying this now?
Yeah. I'm sorry. appointment with the specialist. And tonight, I'm going to stay in the hotel like we agreed. But we have got so much to talk about. And please,
Good meeting?
Go on, fill me in. What have I missed?
Oh, right then. Sharon Tyler from the CCG needs those figures that you promised her. And Mrs. Cooper wasn't happy that her appointment with Dr. Donahue had been switched again, so she wants you to call.
Right, will do. Is Emma around?
I think that she's just headed out for a meeting at St. Phil's.
Yeah, of course she has. Right, thank you. Two essential characteristics of games are that they have an element of concealment and, of course, a payoff. Ultimately, we all have a choice whether to continue our games or stop them.
Hey. If you'd listened to me in the first place, this could all have been avoided.
I know. I apologise.
The results showed that I am, in fact, infertile. So if you've finished sticking your nose in...
Please, wait, you do need to talk to someone, a colleague who may be more understanding, someone who is in need.
Connect the clues to find...
Mean it, I'll use this. What was that?
Oh, just put that down, will you?
Are you all right in there?
I don't feel so good.
Oh, he's faking it.
Tell me what's wrong. Answer me!
You okay, Roy?
Do you know each other?
I think it's my angina.
Angina? Oh, no, please, we need to help him.
Open the door.
Get a spray.
What spray?
Where is it?
By the bed.
The bed.
No, it's not here.
Anything?
Yeah. Right. Now, open the door. Don't be a fool. Just do it.
No.
Look, I promise I won't get you. I'll give you my word.
What is going on?
So what do you think?
Whoa.
Whoa is right.
Did you know about any of this before?
No, I didn't know about his father.
Makes you wonder what that does to a child.
Well, I imagine it makes it pretty difficult to trust someone.
He must care about you a lot to open up like this.
I suppose.
You don't seem too sure.
I'm just a bit overwhelmed.
Well, I think this whole thing could be settled if you just apologise to the lad. He's not looking to make a fuss. Just accept some responsibility for your behaviour and the whole thing will blow over.
My behaviour? Dr. Veer has been hopeless from the start. He's an appalling timekeeper.
Oh, I'm not aware of him being late.
He starts his clinics on time, but then he talks too much. He gets over-involved with patients.
Perish the thought.
Well, some might say that's a good thing.
He's nervous and accident-prone. That's hardly guaranteed to instill confidence in his patients, is it? Only last week he made 3 attempts to take blood from someone.
Well, I'm sure he can improve on that.
That is why I have taken a tough line, hoping to make a difference.
Jimmy, what do you think?
There you go.
Thank you.
Okay. Oh, I heard about your meeting.
Good news travels fast.
Well, I'd like to wish you good luck.
Mrs. Jeffries.
Roy Hammond. Cut things way too fine as usual. I may see the nice young Irish lady.
Oh, Dr. Donahue. She is running about 5 minutes late. Do you want to take a seat? Oh, God. What are you doing hiding away in here?
Oh, Jimmy said I could use his office while he's in the meeting.
Oh, would you make sure he gets that?
Yep.
So what's this big project you're doing for Heston?
Oh, I'm just gathering some figures. It's not very interesting.
Bet you'd rather be seeing patients.
I just follow orders.
And don't let him boss you around.
Your blood pressure is 140/90.
I can never remember. Is that good or bad?
Well, it's a little high for someone with angina. So, is there anything worrying you or stressing you out at all?
Everything's hunky-dory.
Okay, and are you taking your meds?
Like clockwork.
Nice. How about diet and getting exercise?
Oh, I've even been to Belly Busters.
Oh, really?
I met a very nice lady there called Jean.
Have you now?
Sadly, I couldn't stick it.
What, the relationship?
Belly Busters? I went on a diet for 2 weeks. All I lost was 14 days.
Oh, dear.
Well, I'm not that much cop at relationships either. I think I prefer the chase rather than the catch.
You mean the hard part?
Yeah, and I've not been in a relationship longer than 8 months.
Yeah, but it beats Belly Busters.
I've taken up far too much of your time.
Stick with the regime and come back to me in a month so that we can see if that blood pressure's come down, all right? Bye.
Hello? Sorry.
Can I help you with something?
Is it all...
We all play games. Every time we encounter another person, we are doing so. On the positive side, games have a goal, something we are trying to achieve. Games structure our time, enable us to belong to social groups. They are part of how we survive.
What was that?
What?
I thought I heard something. Jean!
It's probably just the bin men. When's your collection day?
Wednesday.
Half his jackets, bit grumpy. Look like bin men to me.
Sorry.
You will be.
That is all for you.
On the negative, games have a dark side. At times, almost always destructive.
Thanks, Gary.
They involve a concealed motivation.
Hey, you haven't got your box.
A series of moves designed to snare the opponent. In most cases, the participants of the game don't even realize they're playing.
Who is it?
Oh, I've just been talking to Howard. The bullying allegations. Thought we'd give you a chance to put your side across.
The sooner the better. Assuming I'll be given a fair hearing.
Well, Daniel's not going to be there, obviously.
No.
Right, if I stay here for a bit.
What's going on, Roy? Well, what are you doing?
I've seen someone. There's something out there.
Who's out there?
Well, I can't talk about it.
I've got patients waiting.
Well, you're just gonna have to trust me.
You're gonna tell me exactly what's going on or I am opening that door.
This guy, well, I owe him money. I took out a dodgy loan and I've overstretched myself.
Is he threatening you?
Well, he's not here for the good of my health.
Okay. I'll go take a look.
All the best, yeah.
So, you got to say.
Yeah, of course.
It's about Joe.
I'm going to stop you right there.
Please, just hear me out.
No, last time you told me I never should have gotten involved.
Yeah, and I was well, Lionel.
No, I'd say that was excellent advice. No sane person would play piggy in the middle between you and Zara.
Okay, this time it'll be different. I promise.
No, I'm sorry, Daniel. You have to find someone less risk-averse.
There isn't anyone else.
Just go to your own GP.
I need you, Al.
I'll think about it.
Thank you.
These should do the trick.
Is that what you went out for?
Mm-hmm.
What was that? God, they're going around the back. Aren't you going to do something?
Like what?
Roy! You, leave us alone. Roy, tell him. Roy!
Get out! Get out of there right now! Look, I'm going to kick this door in, do you hear me?
What do you want from us?
It's your last chance.
I was wondering, maybe you could clear out one of those drawers.
Well, they're that messy.
I meant so I could leave a few things next time.
Oh.
What do you think?
Well, it's early days, isn't it? No need to rush. Plus, I need to get everything sorted out in there before I even make any changes in here.
Well, I could help you make a start on those living room shelves. Good opportunity with us both having the day off.
I'm just going to pop out for a bit.
Oh, well, what should I do?
I don't know. You can stick around here or... But I don't know how long I'm going to be, though.
Come in.
Oh, what are you reading?
Yesterday's counselling session got me thinking.
Yeah, me too.
It's a book on psychology.
Good for you.
People who play games.
Right.
Not you, obviously, or me for that matter. It's a bit more general than that. It's about how people interact with each other.
Look, I've been thinking about everything you were saying about your parents and how tough that must have been.
These just came for you.
Thank you. Anything else? I think we better keep all this stuff for outside work.
Yeah, fine. Coffee later?
Yeah.